With the Fishman Takeover. We got mighty Steve Andreoni in the house on the dam bass. We got Dylan James Kuchenheimer-Schmidt on the dam drums, and we're going to engage in convivial musical congress for you at this juncture in time. I'm just going to share this with music friends hither and yon. Hither and yon, I'd like to do what need be done. Need be done. Folks, we hope you're having a festive holiday season. I know that every time the holiday season strikes, it's a time of additional anxiety, I think, Steve, you know, with the procurement of various gifts for the kids. And come on now, what am I doing here? Oh, this freaking frack. Sometimes I use inappropriate language, and it feels really good. Let me just share this right now. There we are. I'm going to share this quickly. And I'm going to tell you right now, folks, there has been a lot of additional ancillary activity around here preparing for the great Festivus season. But that doesn't stop us from engaging in sweet musical congress with y'all. Now, I deployed the Martin today, and we're going to play a little bit of that, and we're going to see what happens. Are you guys all right out there? I see some people. I see Aaron. I see Edward. I see Jason. I see Super Denny. A Sugar Denny, as I like to call him. We got Adam Baum in the house. Adam Baum. See what I did there, Adam Baum? That was a benevolent explosion, not one teeming with radioactive activity and scalding hot heat. It was more of a benevolent showering of convivial greetings. Thank you, Derek. Appreciate that. Let's try. That was kind of a hard one to start with. Let's just start off with a good old-fashioned blues for the kids. I'll slow it down a little bit, that Oreo cookie blues. Sometimes I just want to sing the Oreo cookie blues because I'm trying to avoid the sugary treat.
You want to do it as a slow blues or a shuffle still?
Well, the only problem with doing it as the shuffle is that I have a hard time getting those words in at the end, and then I feel like a jackass. Well, let's meet it halfway in betwixt. How about that? We're going to do a song by the great Lonnie Mack. Any Lonnie Mack fans out there? I loved Lonnie Mack. He was a huge influence on Stevie Ray Vaughan, of course. The tune Scuttlebutton is basically an homage to Chicken Pickin', the song by Lonnie Mack. And, of course, he did Further On Up the Road and Wham, all those songs. Sang like a demon, played the flying V like a demon of the night. And I did a few shows with Lonnie, as a matter of fact. I got to sit in with him. And one of my crowning things that I will take away from my life as a musician is when I talked to Lonnie's wife, and she said, Lonnie refers to you as the guitar player from hell. And I was like, I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. Natural disaster, that's another good line. He's a natural disaster. Satisfy Susie we used to do as well. You got to satisfy Susie. That's another. Here we go. Chocolate on my fingers, well, icing on my lips, sugar diabetes and blubber on my hips. I keep the nightlight burning, people, yeah, so I can go downstairs and cruise. I got them Oreo cream sandwich, chocolate-covered cream-filled cookie blue. Well, I hide them in a cabinet, and I keep them in a jar. And people for emergencies, I keep them in the glove compartment of my car. I can't live without them, no, sir. 'Cause they get me high just like I get on booze. Oreo cream sandwich, chocolate covered cream filled cookie blues. That's right. Doctor says I'm crazy. Boy, you better give them up and quick, or you'll be pushing up daisies. 'Cause, boy, you're definitely saying, but I couldn't quit if I wanted to, folks. They got a taste that I just can't lose. Oreo cream sandwich, chocolate covered cream filled cookie, built by Nabisco, you know I ain't no rookie. The next best thing to Nookie Blue. Yeah. The Oreo Cookie Blues, ladies and gentlemen. This is, someone's asking, Jim C is asking if this is a 0018. It's actually a 0028. It's got the rosewood back and sides as opposed to the mahogany, which is what the 18 would be. I'd like to get an 18, to be honest with you. And these are 12s on this guitar. They're an acoustic light set. I like these. I got some, plenty of them too. These are the Maximum Life Smooth Feel XS strings. They sound good, and what's more important, they last. They last for a good long time. What else do you play on that guitar? It could be whatever we want. You want to try the? Should we try that one? The first one? We're going to switch the other one. Okay, we can. No, we can do that. Whatever. We can do Fall from Grace. You want to do that one? Okay. This is a tune. I've written songs for all my kids. We got JSK. We got Dylan the Villain. We got Isla Rose, and then I had this one and JSK for John Stephen Koch. And this is Fall from Grace. Grace Elizabeth Kuchenheimer Schmidt, now living out in beautiful Portland, and doing her thing. We're going to miss Grace for Christmas. She was home for for Thanksgiving, but now she will not be coming home for. She won't be home for Christmas. She'll be out in Portland where the psilocybin grows in the backyards, where you can just pick it and trip whatever you want to, but I don't suggest that unless you're into that kind of thing. Wow, that took a turn, didn't it? That took a turn. Microdosing, it's real. Super Denny, Sugar Denny said, how did the Almond Family Jams go? Man, it went great. I had a good old time. It was a thing of mystery. I came in and said, oh, you're going to be playing Whipping Post. I was ready for Memory of Elizabeth Reed, but which I had ready to launch. But I also had other songs ready to launch. When they mentioned Whipping Post, I was like, well, I can do that one. And they let me unleash, which was a lot of fun. And what a great bunch of cats. It was an absolute blast. And good times. All right. Lara asked, when we come to Massachusetts, we're coming to Portsmouth, New Hampshire. We will be there. We're going to be in Connecticut as well. It's all on my website. We got dates. We're going to the East Coast, folks. We're going to be at the Iridium in New York City. We're going to a place in Connecticut. We're going to be at this place up in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and other places. It's all on my website, or it should be in the near future. That's all in February. Can you dig it? Anyways, this is a little song called Fall from Grace, if I can remember all the words. It goes something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thinking about what I'm missing and where I could be now. She just keeps on running around, throwing her stuff all over the ground. That girl's turned my world upside down. Your vanity will be gone without a trace. With a small fall from grace. Well, she's got my wits on the run, but a smile could shame the sun. When I feel I'm going nowhere, she reminds me I'm already there. And she brings me around by slipping down them stairs. Reality will slap you in the face with a small fall from grace. A sea of tears, could turn minutes into years. Reality will slap you in the face. Your vanity will be gone without a trace. You should see that look upon your face. Well, with a small fall from grace. like that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. And yeah, we just stay on that E and the A until I cue out of there. Yeah, sorry about that. We should. You know what? We ran that one just moments before we went on the air. So there you have it. Well, that'll be the day. All right. Can you dig it? Rich asked if I recorded that song. Yes, I've recorded that song on. It's on the Defenestrator record, "Fall from Grace." It's also there's an acoustic version, instrumental version, on the acoustic record called "Acoustic Gristle Soup." Can you dig it? Acoustic Gristle Soup. Oh, what the hell is that sound? I don't like it. I'll do a little intro, and then we'll come in. And this is a brand new ditty. I don't know if the great thing about playing a brand new song is that if I mess it up, you won't know. Ooh. And it goes something like this here. Well, all right. Can you dig it? That's a little song called, I don't know what it's called yet. I don't know what that new song's called yet. I said just finally, because I've had it around forever. I had those changes around forever. Finally put a little melody to it, and finally decided it was time to unleash it upon humankind, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. How we doing out there? You all right? Great sound, chaps. Thanks, Ben. We appreciate that. We appreciate positive reinforcement. I used to say, I appreciate positive reinforcement, but I thrive on negative reinforcement. Actually, that's not true. I used to say I thrive on negative. Now I'm indifferent. Oh, really? Okay, great. All right. That's the way you're hearing it? Hey, that's fine by me. You do you. That's what I like to say. You do you, Scooby-Doo. We're going to try a song right now that is also from the Acoustic Gristle soup, but it was just done with acoustic guitars. We didn't have bass on it, but I wrote a Gregorian roadmap of a sort. This one's called The Counselor. And I had songs for everybody, so I wrote one for my pops, who was a lawyer. He was the counselor. I don't know if you ever heard this song, though, because I said to my sister, she was taking care of him, and I went over there, and I dropped off the CD. I go, Dad, I got a song for you on here. It's your own song. Can you dig it? He's like, oh, that's fantastic. And I don't know if you ever heard it, though, but he's hearing it now in the other realm. He's going, that's a badass jam my kid wrote for me. Check this out, Jim Hendrix. This jam my kid wrote. Foxy lady that, mother. Oh, sorry. I don't know if he's going to say that. That'd be something my dad would say, though. I could see him saying that. I could see him saying that. Hey, Jim, check this out. That's right. Anyway, it's got a lot of changes to it, but it's, hey, you know what? It's fun. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Can you dig it? Will you dig it? All right. Ooh, what was that? Was that back door slamming? People are escaping from the house. They're saying bollocks to all of this noise. I'm still getting a little bit of that shrieking shuffle. Right? Turn that sucker down. Actually, you know what? Check, choidle. All right then. Eric Gale, greetings to you. What's going down? We got Patrick McManus, we got Jerry Ebb, we got Diamond Guitars, we got Shantu. What the why is that doing that? Yeah, well, it's still behind that thing. It should be fine. Shh. There, I told it to be quiet. It's still doing it. You know, it's weird because when you face that way, for some reason, it doesn't. Check. Oh, who knows? See, they did it again. Weird. Who knows? It's so hard. You know, as I like to say, we're not making the White Album here, folks, okay? So there's going to be whistles. There's going to be discrepancies. So enjoy the feed for what it is and what it is not, as opposed to what it is not, as I like to say. Can you dig it? All right, let's do a little, what else we got in there? What else were our new ones for today? We had the, oh, yeah, we could do that one. Let's do that. I'm going to go to Open G here for a minute, folks. We had a request when I go to Open G for Low Alaskan for a little bit of Rosebud. People say, what about Nubby the Horderman? Yeah. And I say, I see you, and here it is. So Steve made a little chart. Because there's weird measures in this one. There's always a little weirdness going on in the songs of Draden Milosevic. Well, Nubby must have been a harder man. They've been taking his stuff out day and night. That's right. Ever since he went away. Well, a clown car house it must have been. I got no idea how they fit it all in. Now they're taking it all away. Well, a rusty pickup and a U-Haul. They could have brought 10 semis and it wouldn't have been enough to haul all this crap away. Where the kids and the cousins and the grandkids too. There's enough for them and enough for you. That's right. Come and haul this crap away. the cleanest sidewalk in town. Now he and his broom are nowhere to be found. He's moved on to higher ground. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Well, the kids and the cousins and the grandkids too. Well, there's enough of them and enough of you. And Scooby-Doo. As long as we're at it, we might as well do a little Lowell. A little Lowell. This is a song off Acoustic, Gristle Soup. And I got the sniffles again. It's always the sniffles. That's another tune we have called Sniffles. Because I always have the sniffles. I don't know why. It's not like I'm quaffing down massive quantities of booger sugar. That's not my way. What? Some people, that's their thing. I don't judge. The law might see things differently, but I myself, hey, if you be you, you know, if you want to get all up and through the dummy dust, that's on you. That's called, Lowell's got the sniffles. Lowell-esque. Can you dig it? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, creatures of the night. Creatures of the night. A little something we call Lowell-esque. As long as we're in this key, we might as well do a little bit of that sweet, sweet Rosebud. This is a song I wrote for Mamacita, Cocopita. My mom used to always harass me about playing the acoustic guitar. Greg, why don't you ever play that acoustic guitar? I was like, Ma, give me a break. I'm a pagan rock warlord. Although I did enjoy playing, I always enjoyed playing acoustic. And I used to bring it out to gigs every now and again. But not enough for Rosemary's likings. Where's that acoustic guitar, she would say. You know, I remember years ago when I first started playing, my grandma Isla would visit. And Grandma Isla was old. You gotta remember, I'm the youngest of 7. So my parents were older. And their parents were like ancient, right? I mean, my grandpa fought in World War I, right? And my grandma Isla was also born in the 1800s. And I remember when she visited, I just had started to play electric guitar, and she'd be in this one chair in our living room every morning hanging out, and I'd go down there and I'd hang out with her, and I'd bring my unplugged electric guitar, and I'd just walk in the room with it. She'd be like, no! Because she just thought the electric guitar unplugged was gonna be the harbinger of deafening, hellacious jams. I was like, Grandma, it's unplugged. You're safe. This is a safe place. But back then, she was like, oh, you know, what is this, mustard gas in the shape of a... No, it's not, Grandma. It just makes a plinky sound when I'm not plugged into the big appliance, okay? So it's gonna be all right. Anyway, I don't know where we got there, but anyway, so here we go. Yeah. 3, half. Dig it. A little song called Rosebud. A little song called Rosebud. We got Steve Andreoni on that bass. We got Dylan James, my boy, on them damn drums. We're giving you a little Monday pre-Christmas acoustic rogering is what we're giving you. That sounds inappropriate, but not really. This is wholesome activity. Wholesome activity, wholesome proclivities. I don't really know any Christmas carols. I suppose at one point I did, but that's too much effort. That's too much effort to work on, right? Who needs to work on more? Hey, why don't you do a Christmas record? Nope. I think that's been done. Yeah, but you can make so much money. Really? Hundreds of pennies all lined up for my Christmas cheer. Oh, sweet. That sounds like a lot of fun. Right? Joy to the world, the Gristle has come to fill your ears with filth and mustardy gristle. Dun, dun, mustardy gristle? What the hell is that? I don't know. Felt good. Felt good, felt right. All right. Listen, folks. We're having a good old time here in Room of Orange. You know, there is progress being made on the new lair. Yeah, we got walls now. We got walls. There's 2 floors. It's coming along. There's going to be a new lair of doom. There's going to be a new lair of doom. A new lair of doom. Let's try a little bit of that. I like doing a little bit of that dirty old bee. Or night owl now. The night owl or dirty old bee. They're synonymous. I like a good old shuffle. You know why? Because I'm a dirtiesman. I'll never forget when I was a youngin', I would be like, wow, what's that beat that all my favorite bands do? Like when the Allman Brothers would break into a shuffle, I'm like, what is that thing? And every time I'd play it with my homies, I'd be like, nah, that's not it. Because all the drummers back then would go boom, ba-ta, boom, ba-ta, boom, ba-ta. They weren't doing the chew, tobacco, chew, tobacco, chew, tobacco. And once I learned that, like went to college and I was like, what is that drummer doing? Oh, he's doing 4 on the floor, and with his right hand, he's going, tobacco, chew, tobacco. I'm not into chewing tobacco, but I like the way that sounds. So then the shuffle's my all-time favorite groove. Y'all.
You could always say bologna sandwich.
Bologna sandwich, bologna. That's not the same.
Bologna sandwich, bologna.
Okay. Bologna sandwich, bologna, a chew tobacco. I suppose it's the same thing. You can chew tobacco, you can eat a bologna sandwich.
You can just say bologna sandwich.
I was listening to that Johnny Guitar Watson song the other day, Ain't That a Bitch? It's been a long time since I heard that. Ain't that a bitch? I like how he says. I was in the bologna section of his grocery store, and Abdul Jabbar couldn't make these prices with a skyhook. That was my favorite line of all time. And he says, I'll take 2 hot dogs and a strawberry soda. Now that's living, and I'm all for it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how I got there, but I think it was from bologna. We got there from bologna, okay? That's hard, folks. Yes. Can you dig it? There's some mentioning of food items going on there. The bologna situation has triggered a great interaction out there in regard to processed meats. Canadian bacon being offered. I do like a Canadian bacon. Friends, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not opposed to the Hawaiian pizza. Friends, I'm going to tell you, I've come to realize that the pineapple working in concert with the Canadian bacon on a delicious scab is delicious. And I tell you all that don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid. We like to get a blackened luau, which is more of a kind of a blackened iteration. Meaning they cover it with hot sealant from a driveway. And boy, it really sticks to your ribs, I'm going to tell you that right here and now. So damn delicious. You know what today is? Today is Mekong Monday. That means we go to the Mekong Cafe on beautiful 60th and North Avenue here in Milwaukee and get some takeout. And I like it when I go in there and the gal sees me and she goes, "Hello, Greggy." I think, now that's living. You know what happened to me today, Steve? I'm going to tell you a little story. I go into the hardware store over on 68th and Velite. And I was going in there to get some of that window saran wrap that you get to. This is an old house. It was built in 1908, ladies and gentlemen, so it's not exactly the, let's just put it this way. When the kids come downstairs in the morning, they're like, is the heat even on? So downstairs, it's frigid. Upstairs, piping hot. You're sweating like a demon. Downstairs, not happening. You got to seal those windows. We haven't done it yet. So it was one of my tasks today, along with many others. Go to the hardware store and procure this substance. So I go in there, and as I'm getting there, this gal says to me, are you looking for window sealer? I go, got it right here. She's like, I'm with TMJ News. Would you mind if we interviewed you? And I'm like, what? And so she had no idea who I was from Adam. There were other people there going, do they know? I'm like, no, it's perfectly fine. And I unleashed, of course, my inner wise ass, which I don't really have to unleash. It's just really at the surface. And so tonight, if you're in Milwaukee on the Channel 4 News at 6 p.m., they're going to do some version of the expurgated version of what I did. And then they're like, will you be putting this up today? I was like, maybe. Can we come to your house? I go, hell no. No. Nope. Not happening. And I think at one point, we're expecting some horrible weather this week. I'm like, yeah, I am so afraid. I am so scared. Being in Wisconsin, there being a snowstorm, I'm terrified of what that might mean. For the love of God. Exactly. Down and down. It's funny, the different stations here. One station will just have like, oh my God, Snowmageddon is coming. And the guy's like, yeah, we're going to get some snow. It's going to start here. It's going to end there, and you'll get this much. Thank you. I didn't need the horrific dramatization of weather events. Snow is coming. It's going to take your soul and eat it. Snow is coming for your soul. Like baloney. Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. What are we doing? You want to do a little Spanish wine? We can do that. Yeah, the gloom and doom report. like that, ladies and gentlemen? That's an old tune of mine called Spanish Wine. Drinking my Spanish wine. Brian Nichols, greetings to you. Yeah. Yes, I met him through the phone, through Devin Ullman's phone. Devin's like, hey, I got this buddy of mine you got to say hi to. And I said, hey, and it was Brian Nichols. Brian Nichols. Brian Nichols. Just like that. Folks, we thank you for joining us today on this glorious broadcast brought to you by our friends at Fishman. Fishman Takeover. I am using a Fishman outfitted Martin 0028, and I'm going into I'm using the Matrix Infinity onboard pickup system into the Spectrum Aura. That sounds kind of dirty. I'm going into the Spectrum Aura, better beware. I'm going into the Spectrum Aura, you better wear clean underwear. Going in the Spectrum Aura, you better beware. Better beware, you better take care. And I am using a little bit of one of the images of an orchestra model guitar. I used to like to use the number 7 on the wheel of images. I use the number 7 orchestra, and I've got it kind of dialed in. I think what we can probably do is go like this. Or do I not have this plugged in? Oh, I failed. I failed to plug in my foot switch. You're just gonna take my word for it. I'm going about 10 o'clock worth of the image of the Aura image. The Aura image, 10 o'clock worth. Aura image. Anyway, and then I'm going, and then you've got a Martin with a similar pickup system on from Fishman, and he's going through the Platinum preamp, and then we're both going into a Fishman Loudbox Performer back there. Out of the back of that, we're going into a Fishman SA330X, their line array system, which is blaring in the other room, both the vocals in the room so I can hear them, and then Dylan can hear them as well. And then everything's going through the Tascam Model 24 into Logic, into the computes, as they say, and then it's going out through OBS. Loopback audio is the interface between Logic and OBS, and then OBS shoots it over to Restream, okay? And then Restream goes out to the intergoogles. It goes to my YouTube page, it goes to my Fishman Facebook page, as well as my Greg Koch Music Facebook page. Can you dig it? That's the technology lowdown. Can you dig it? A lot of technology. So much stuff to know. And dude, I'm right here. I'm just a Sasquatch at heart. I'm just you know, with the whole Sasquatch thing, I just have to say, okay, where's the carcass? Where's the scat? You know what I'm saying? Unless he's a cross-dimensional shapeshifter or something like that. I got a tune going like that. Where's the carcass? Where's the scat? Maybe he's a shapeshifter or something like that. That's the chorus, like that? It's about the Sasquatch, okay? Legitimate questions. What? Some questions out there. I hope you have a long life. Well, thank you. That's very, very, very nice. I hope so too, to be honest with you. Someone asked another question about, let me see what we got. I saw a question. Does Taylor use Fishman? They used to. On all of the Taylor stuff, there used to be a Fishman system until Taylor copied. No, they came up with their own. And that was that. I didn't say that, did I? No, they came up with their own system after a point in time. And it was all well and good. Isn't the 0028 Eric Clapton's choice? I believe it is. I believe he does like the 0028. I also have an HD28V. But lately I've been grooving on this one, the shorter scale one, because it's a little bit more conducive to sword play, if you know what I'm saying. I can bend the strings a little easier. Do I play with fingernails? Yes, John, until I wind them down to a nub, and then I feel pain, and that's kind of what's happening right now. Can you dig it? There's an entire site on YouTube that deals with Bigfoot and various evidence. Very intriguing. Okay, Jim C., good to know. I'm right here. Dude, I'm right here. When on a full moon, I get all hairy and shit. I wake up and I'm buck naked in the middle of a forest, and I'm like, how did I get here? And I don't know. Maybe I'm just, the foot. Will we see you on Friday? We're going to record some. Turn of the Burner's going to come over tomorrow. We're going to hammer out a couple of electric sessions that will be this Friday and the following Friday. Fossil Poets Rules. Well, thank you. That was a record I did with Roger Powell and my buddy Gary Tannen. And that was good, clean fun right there. Roger Powell from Utopia, as a matter of fact. Oh my God, it's after 5. We got to go, folks. Listen, everyone have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and Happy Holidays and all that kind of stuff. Whatever holiday you like to enjoy, I say sup it up. Fill yourself up a big old cup full of whatever you like to fill it with and splash it all over yourself in a really weird, awkward way so all your relatives look at you and go, what the hell's his problem? Well, he listened to this guy on the internet who's playing acoustic guitar and making up songs about Sasquatch. That's why he did it, and I embrace it, and so should you. All right, folks, so have a pleasant remainder of your day and or night, and happy holidays.